All right, so we all love our Nintendo Switch 2. It's better in just about every way. It's bigger, it's more powerful, no Joy-Con drift yet. But if we're being honest with ourselves, there is one downgrade we got with the Switch 2 from the Switch 1, and that's the screen. While it is a 1080p screen, it's got some issues. There's some ghosting, some weird things happening with it. It's not as good as it could be. Now, you're stuck with that panel when you're playing in handheld mode. If you're at your house, you got a dock, you can use the TV, but what if you need a setup on the go for tabletop mode? Something that you can take with you, use with your friends out anywhere you are, as long as you have one plug, that's right, one plug, and not have to have 4 people huddled around this tiny little screen. I've got the answer. Today, we are gonna build the ultimate Switch 2 tabletop setup that only takes one power outlet. But first, I have to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, JSOX, and their new mod case. This thing is available on their site right now, and you can get it in 3 different kits. It comes with all kinds of awesome things that you can use for your Nintendo Switch that clip onto the back here. This is a kickstand. It also comes with this strap so you can attach a battery to the back of your Switch if you want to, and this MagSafe clip. So you can attach your phone right to your Switch, which is perfect for something like Zelda notes, or if you're just trying to look something up to figure out how to get on to the next part of whatever game you're playing. The grip itself is extremely comfortable. I really like the way it feels, and it comes with its own front cover. You can get it in a few different configurations depending on what mods you want to get with it. I'll have a link below in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to check this thing out. And thank you to JSOX for sponsoring this video. All right, first things first, we got to get rid of this tiny screen. This is what we're gonna do. We are going to pull out our UPerfect U-Color T3 panel. It comes in this bag right here. It is a 24-inch portable monitor, and this thing is awesome. Everything else we need is gonna be inside this bag as well, but let me show you around this panel. This thing is so cool. It's got its own kickstand, as you can see. You don't even need anything to set it up on. It doesn't need a mount or anything like that. You can just kind of set it there. It works. It's great. Obviously, 24 inches. It's way bigger than the 8-inch screen we have on the Switch 2. And this monitor is 4K, 60 hertz, super accurate colors. It's got HDR, and it's perfect for what we're gonna be using it for. Gaming with, up to 4 people, maybe even more, because it has a super wide viewing angle of 178 degrees. So no matter where you're at, if you're on the side, in the middle, you're still gonna get an awesome picture. It's got its own built-in speakers, but we are not gonna be using those. We're gonna upgrade that later. It's got all your controls over here on the side, power button, volume button. You've got the menu button here, and you have a place where you can plug in headphones if you want to. Over on this side, you have 2 USB-C ports and an HDMI out. So we're gonna get this over here out of the way. But now we're gonna need a way to get our Switch 2 hooked up to this panel. And again, remember, we're only allowed to use one plug, but I have the solution. Now this thing comes with all the cables you need, and it comes with a 45-watt power brick, but we're not gonna use that power brick because we have this. This is the AverMedia Core Go. Not only is this thing a power brick that has up to 100 watts, which is gonna be plenty for everything we need, it is also a Nintendo Switch 2 dock. So we are gonna be able to power the monitor, get our Switch plugged in, and do everything just from this. It's got HDMI, it's got a USB-C right here that we can plug the monitor into for power. It's got our USB-C to go to the Switch so we can get the picture from the Switch over to the screen. It's even got a USB-A port here if you wanna charge your controller, which we also brought with us. Obviously, any controller would do. I have the 8BitDo Ultimate 2 here. I really like this controller. I did put it in the 5 best Nintendo Switch 2 controllers video, which I'll link at the end if you want to check that out. Really great controller. So let's start getting this hooked up. All right, so we've got our power. We plug in our dock right here. Get out our cables that came with the monitor. Now, it also came with this. This is an adapter. It's basically an extension that turns the HDMI port back around. So instead of the port coming out the side of the screen here, it's routed to the back, so you don't have any cables sticking out the side. I have 2 of those in on the USB-C ports as well, so everything's gonna be routed around the back. No messy cables, we don't have to worry about any of that. It's all gonna be hidden behind here. So let's go ahead and plug in the cables we need here. We need 1 USB-C plugged in. We will put that right here for our power, which should turn this on. We should get a blue screen. All right, now we've got the blue screen. Let's get our HDMI, plug that in, then plug that directly into the dock. Now we're ready to get our Switch powered up. I have this little stand. I am not sure where this came from. I will put some stands in the description with some other links and some different stuff in this video. They're all Amazon affiliate links. So if you decide to use those, it does help me. It helps the channel. Appreciate that. I will have direct links to the website for UPerfect screen here. This thing is amazing. They have a lot of other screens as well. It's not just this one. They have a ton. The reason I chose this one is because not only is it going to be good for gaming on the Switch 2, it's also going to be good for editing photos, editing videos, really watching anything on it. The color accuracy is perfect. That's something you really need when you're editing or even watching content. So this really does it all. Again, links will be down below. So let's get our Switch on our stand here. We need one more cable. We've got one more USB-C cable here. I'll go ahead and power on our controller. All right, I got our controller powered on. I have our Switch 2 powered on. Now all we need to do is hook up this last USB-C cable and we should be ready to play. All right, this is really hard to do from the side, but even from this angle, honestly, I can still see it really, really well. Let's jump into some Mario Kart. All right, it's looking good. This is a really nice panel. I'll get you guys some other shots of this in motion so you can see. This looks really, really good, even from this angle, but there's one other thing we need to add to this setup to make it complete. Now we can play just like this. It's fine. There's speakers back here. I can hear it, but we're gonna upgrade our sound just a little bit. I have this, which is also gonna be perfect for this application. It is a Bluetooth speaker, so we're not gonna have any more plugs. We don't have to plug anything else in. Even if we did need to plug something in, we do still have an extra USB port on that. So if we need to charge this, we can still do that. We'll go ahead and fire this thing up. Hold our home button, we'll go down here. All right, now our Bluetooth speaker is connected. We probably will get a lot more, yeah, okay. A lot more audio there. That sounds great. This thing's pretty inexpensive too. I put this in my What's in My Bag video. I'll link that at the end as well. But this is a pretty inexpensive speaker and it really does sound good. It's got a lot of high end, a lot of mids, really nice lows. All right, so we'll hop into a race here. I'm gonna try to do it from the side here. I don't know how well this is gonna go. It sounds great, looks amazing. All right, let's see what we can do here. Wow, this sounds really, really good. All right, even from this angle, I can actually see pretty well. I am really, really over here far on the side, but I can still see everything that's going on, obviously. I don't know if I'm gonna be good enough to win from over here, but I can see. So definitely no question on the viewing angle. If you had 4 people around this, you're gonna be just fine. Oh no! Yeah, no excuses are gonna be able to be made from what seat anyone has, but this is the setup. I'm gonna have all this stuff linked down below if you wanna try to build this out yourself. Obviously, you can do this any other way. I think the 2 biggest parts of this are a good screen, like this one, something that's big enough for everybody to see, but also small enough, compact enough to be able to take with you. This comes with a case, as you can see. It's super thin, and you need a dock like this. The Core Go is perfect for something like this because it does have all those other plugs and gives you the power you need. I'll have all this stuff linked below. That is gonna do it for this one, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.